Hello, YouTube. This is edition number interactive generous trivia edition number 172 on YouTube. Hi there, Daman. Have you been on before, Daman? I think you have, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you came from Eventbrite, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Hello there, Rick. All right. Let's get the show on the road. This is, hey there, Lazy Library. I said this is the Gecko edition. Always up against the Gecko. Hello there, Rick, John, Michelle, and Library and Daman. All right, let's get the show on the road. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And here we go. Women in politics. In 1974, she became the first woman head of state anywhere in the Americas. Really? What was Evita Peron? Was she not a head of state? Do I know so little about politics? I thought that's what she was. Anyways, women in politics. In 1974, she became the first woman head of state anywhere in the Americas. Oh. I think I just gave the answer away. I thought she was earlier. No, this is a different person. I did kind of give the answer away. Anyways. I've done that on occasion, but that was a big guess. Hello there, Kathleen. Yes, Perón. Isabel Perón. So was Evita Perón like Isabel's mom? Was she not head of state? Was she just influential? I don't know. Anyways, Isabel Perón was the correct answer. Countries of the world. Countries of the world. This independent nation is the only Hindu kingdom in the world. Countries of the world. This independent nation is the only Hindu kingdom in the world. Yeah, this is countries of the world, Rick. I know Bali is Hindu, but it's not a country. Tibet is not a country either, I see. What could this be? I've got an idea. I had two in my head, and that's the other one. The one I chose here, fan, Bhutan, and it was incorrect. Freedom gets it right. No, not Suriname. Freedom. So Reddit beats YouTube. Not India. It's too obvious. Anybody else know the Hindu kingdom? What am I looking for here? That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Finally, Michelle gets it. What is Nepal? Nepal. Yes, I was thinking Nepal or Bhutan, and then I guessed Bhutan, but it was Nepal. World geography. This country, no joke, this come out, has 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks. Interesting. This country has 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks. Let's see. I won't be able to separate the last answers from the current answers. Yes. What are the odds? Probably fairly small. What is Nepal? Freedom. You got the answer correct for 2 questions in a row. That's funny. Historic messages. In 1943, he sent the famous message, 11 alive native, knows, posit, and reefs, Nauru Island. Historic messages. In 1943, he sent the famous message, 11 alive, native, knows, posit, and reefs, Nauru Island. I'm not sure what this could be. 1943, Nopal. It's something to do with the war, I assume. What could it be? Who? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Anybody got a guess? It's not Cook. Yes, Rick. Rick gets it. Who is John Fitzgerald Kennedy? Yes. Thank you for the helpful AMT, bro. Appreciate it. Yes, Kennedy. American Publishing. The 1860 frontier novel, what's that? Maleska? The first of its kind, sold 300,000 copies for total sales revenue of this. You got to know the sales revenue. Obviously, a trick question of some sort. American Publishing. The 1860 frontier novel, Maleska, the first of its kind, sold 300,000 copies for total sales revenue of this. I don't know why I'm doing steeple hands here. Yeah, I don't know how I do this. You can sort of big brain it. 300,000 copies. We're looking for a monetary value there, John. 10,000, no, 100, $303.60. I guess 02. It was not that. Now we're guessing the bio. I don't know. It seems like a weird question for somebody to know right off the bat. Yeah, $1 million. Even 300,000 sounds like it could be it, but it's 1/10 of that. $30,000. Whatever. Not sure. You're supposed to know. In 1860, books were a dime. Like, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird find. If I was on Jeopardy and that was my final Jeopardy question, I'd be like, what? Are you crazy? Famous women. Her 1886 obituary in a Massachusetts paper said, very few in the village except among the older inhabitants knew her personality. Famous women. Her 1886 obituary in Massachusetts paper said very few in the village except among the older inhabitants knew her personally. Personally. Did I say personality? I think I did. Her personally. Rough start. Weird question. And now that's 24 on Reddit. Thanks, guys. It seems like a bunch of you are hanging out. Even with the gecko. This is the gecko edition. When I compete against the gecko, I become the gecko. Yeah, I think I said personality. It's personally. Anyways, let's see who it is. There we go. John gets it. Who is Emily Dickinson? All right. Emily Dickinson. Business and industry. One of the top 10 companies that operated food services in 1964. In 1994, its lunch counters ranked number 264. Oh, another bit of an obscure question. Where is this from? 1994. Business and industry. So it's asking in a year that it's giving its ranking for that year. That's why it's 94. One of the top 10 companies that operated food services in 1964. In 1990, its lunch counters ranked number 264. Yeah, John, you might be right there. Yes, John. Oh, I see. Got it too. It was Woolworths. Woolworths is correct. Second, I saw that. I thought lunch counters didn't make a lot of sense to me, but then after I saw Woolworths, yes, they used to serve food at Woolworths, and then not so much. In Canada, we used to have a store called Zellers, and it too had a restaurant that I think waned in its later years. All right. We have had that question before. You're old enough to have eaten at Woolworths. There we go. Well, I've eaten at Zellers. Not quite as old, though. Okay. 20th century thinkers. Refusing to imprison this man for demonstrating during the 1960s, de Gaulle said, "One does not arrest Voltaire." That's pretty high praise from the... Is it prime minister in France? I think it's a prime minister, isn't it? I don't know, actually. I'm not 100% certain. Michelle's eaten at Woolworth as well. 20th century thinkers, refusing to imprison this man for demonstrating during the 1960s, de Gaulle said, "One does not arrest Voltaire." Yeah, it's not Mandela. Oh, okay. It's the president of France. There we go. Thank you. There we go. John gets it. Yes, so does substantial revenue. Hello, Kigogi. It's been a while. It was, yes, Jean-Paul. I should know it. Sartre? I felt like it's an SH sound, but that makes it a little bit of a different pronunciation. Sartre? I don't know. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that last name. Anyways, John and Substantial getting it right. Oscar nominees. In a 1964 film, he played 3 characters but received only 1 nomination for Best Actor. I think you're Sean, you're yanking my chain, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Chipper and Rick get it. Who is Fidel Castro? If you're on Reddit, I was on. I briefly got onto the homepage yesterday. So I don't know where you were, Kigogi. Keg? I'm going to call you Keg. I got onto the homepage. Was it yesterday we got onto the homepage? Anyways, was it the day before? Now I'm confused. It was 39K one of the last 2 days. Anyways, moving on. What I did miss is the travel show. The hockey game was on tonight. I totally forgot. Alrighty. Wow, this seems a bit easy, but let's see. Alrighty. It was yesterday. We hit the front page. 4 generous points. So if you're on Reddit and you want generous points, you have to go to YouTube, look up Generous Trivia, subscribe, and answer there. I do it about 4 or 5 times a night. Then through the month, depending on how many subscribers I get that month, I give $1 for every subscriber at the end of the month. And for a chance. Every answer is a chance at that money. Yeah, sorry, Michelle. I wasn't on today. I was watching hockey. All righty. Here we go. This is for a generous point. Pen in hand. U.S. landmarks. State boasts Mount Rushmore. Yawn. Boy, everybody's having a little bit of spelling issues, but yes, I'm going to give it to John. I mean, it was pretty well spelled there. Yeah, South Dakota. South Dakota is correct. When it rains, it pours. What does the moderator mean beside you? Just of RPAN in general? Anyways. Yes, South Dakota is correct. I don't know, Jessica. Then Joga. Anyways, John gets the point. Here we go. Now I have a moderator playing. I feel under pressure. All righty, you are being stalked. Let's keep going. The Nobel Prize. In 1975, he became the only Soviet citizen to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Interesting. Biz thinks North Dakota should go to Canada. Interesting take. We've got enough cold land mass. Oh, somebody look that up. Too early. The only citizen to win the Nobel Peace Prize was this USSR citizen in 1975. Somebody look it up on Wikipedia and let me know what the answer is. I don't think it's Gorbachev. It's too early for that. I just I reloaded the question before I looked at the answer. So John or somebody, Sean, one of you, look up the answer. Let us know what it is. Okay? I screwed up. Military men. Oh, I think yes. The U.S. military. This branch uses more fuel than the rest of the military combined. Did you look it up, Dinjoga? It was Sakharov. There we go. Chipper did it. Sorry. So thank you, Dinjoga. Sakharov was the answer. I don't know if anybody. It doesn't look like on Reddit, and I don't want to scroll back. All right. The U.S. military. This branch uses more fuel than the rest of the military combined. What do we have here? We've got the Air Force, Nopal Air Force, a couple navies, a few, but yes, it is the Air Force. As much as those big ships use, what do you call it? Use a lot of fuel. It's the Air Force. Some of those ships too are run on nuclear and such, right? So, whereas those jets run on jet fuel, which is not cheap. And yeah, it was fuel. So it was the Air Force. Anyways, the Western Hemisphere. Make up of one large and many smaller islands. I don't know about that. Sorry, guys. We are getting into a lot of repeat. I need to find another one. I'm milking this Jeopardy, Final Jeopardy for all it's worth. U.S. symbolism. By 1782 resolution, they represent valor, purity, and innocence, and vigilance, justice, and perseverance. Do we get that? U.S. symbolism. By a 1782 resolution, they represent valor, purity, innocence, and vigilance, justice, and perseverance. All right. Interesting. No, Paul, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, it isn't the stripes or the stars. It's not the stripes. That's what I thought. What are the stripes for then if it's not? It's not it's not virtues, the Red Cross. Interesting. It wasn't clear the way I read it, probably, but it was 2 sets of 3. There was a lot of ands in there, so it was 2 sets of 3. Hint, it's for something that has 3. Yeah, Sean, that's what I was thinking too. Anybody know? It's for something. There we go. Vi gets it right with what is red, white, and blue. It would have been actually printed. No, it was the red, white, and blue. Alrighty. Hollywood scandals. Some claim the 1932 suicide of this star's husband, Paul Byrne, was murder. She died 5 years later at age 26. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've got the stripes represent the colonies. And these words represented 2 sets of 3. The 3 represented red, white, and blue. Anybody know Hollywood scandals? Some claim the 1932 suicide of this star's husband, Paul Byrne, was murder. She died 5 years later at age 26. I think Patty Hearst is quite a bit later, isn't it, than Joga? Not sure who Mon is, but it's Mon. Anybody have? Yeah, 1932. 32 viewers on Reddit. 11 upvotes, guys. Thanks. Nobody knows. Anybody? Who is Jean Harlow? Jean Harlow is the answer. Presidential candidates. Repeat question. Alrighty, U.S. states. It's the only state whose state bird has a major city in its name. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I could be wrong. I think Denjoga has. Yes, what is Maryland with Baltimore Oriole? Yay. Yay, Denjoga and Mike the Canadian. Thank you, Freedom, for the all-seeing upvote. We're done, Jessica. We're moving on. States, stamps, and coins. These people are only exception to the rule must be Next question. Yeah. I think I can maybe squeeze one more night out of this, and then I really have to get something new. Tomorrow I'm going in town, gonna go to the Salvation Army store and see what they have. Alrighty, the funnies. Yes, presidents. Good job there, I see. Alrighty, the funnies debuting November 18th, 1985. The caption in its first box was, "So long, Pop. I'm off to check my tiger trap." I wonder if Reddit's already bailed on me. Reddit, if this does bail, which it can on occasion, go to Generous Trivia on YouTube and continue playing that. I don't know. It looks like it's giving me some grief. Yes, Michelle, Rick, and Denjoga all figured out, as well as me. It is Calvin and Hobbes. World War II. DR, World War II, like to rest near water, but because of fears of after Pearl Harbor, this inland place was created for him. Bryce, do you unsubscribe and subscribe every time? I've seen you as a new subscriber twice in the last 2 days or 3 days. Yes, I didn't know Camp David was near water, but that would have been my guess, and apparently it is. Rick and Dinjoga get it with Camp David. More trivia. King Ginger, we are doing more trivia now, please. We are doing trivia. There she goes, Bub. All right. Next question. Anti-disestablishmentarianism is the title of this clue, okay? A real-life anti-disestablishmentarianism, William Bridgman opposed the 1920 disestablishment of this in Wales. Did anybody know what I just said? I'm not going to repeat the title. Here it goes. A real-life anti-disestablishmentarian, William Bridgman opposed the 1920 disestablishment of this in Wales. Yes, I see. Gets it right. I was thinking alcohol too, but yes, it's it just says church. I'm not sure if it's specifically the Church of England, but yes, we'll give it to you. I see. The Declaration of Independence. The first of this forward term is at the Declaration's beginning, immediately after the 13th. Anybody know what those 4-word term is? The Declaration of Independence. The first official use of this 4-word term is at the beginning, Declaration's beginning immediately after the 13th. Oh, interesting. John did not like his single word 4-word term. State of the Union, Sean, is interesting, but incorrect. The Bill of Rights is incorrect as well. I see Camp David there by Keg, Substantial, and Way She Goes Bub. Yes, that was correct. Anybody know? It's something that's used all the time now, but was used for the first time there. Interesting. A more perfect nation. No, Sean, not quite. But you're getting, actually, Sean, you're closer than any of the other answer. Not Speaker of the House. This is so basic, it'll surprise you. You only live once. Good old YOLO. Yeah, not a more perfect union either. Yeah, it's nothing to do with perfect union. Stay in your lane. No. There we go. Icy gets it with what is the United States of America. It was the first time it was officially used. Interesting. Alrighty, American authors. Camelot, American authors. I'm not sure if I've asked this or not. Camelot, The Pilgrims, and A Postscript by Clarence are chapters in a classic novel by this author. Have I asked that before? Jessica is groaning and Kathleen is saying, really? American authors. Camelot, The Pilgrims, and Postscript by Clarence are chapters in a classic novel by this author. Yes, Jessica. That before, guys? I feel like I might. It's a lot of questions to remember. We've probably, done this 10 nights? 10 nights, 50 a night, 500 questions. Catfish. I pay for them. Me, myself, and I. Nobody else is paying for this. All right. Singers. On the eve of Earth Day 2011, he became the first performer inducted into the Colorado Music Hall of Fame. So obviously Earth Day is a connection there. They wouldn't mention it if it wasn't. Singers. On the eve of Earth Day 2011, he became the first performer inducted into the Colorado Music Hall of Fame. Yes, $1 poop joke. Nice name. It was Mark Twain. Yeah, I'm not sure why Bono is specifically would have been in the, but John Denver makes a lot more sense. So we got, I see Nopal and John getting it, as well as a bunch of other ones. All righty. European capitals. There we go. Keg gets it as well. European capitals. This city was named for a Byzantine church. What would that be? European capitals. This church was named for a Byzantine church. What? What do you? I don't know what you're going on about.
It's not that hard.
Yes. Risa. Jessica. It was my guess as well. What is Sofia, Bulgaria? My son is looking at me saying, that was obvious, Dad. Me, I had to think about it. So, alrighty. Yes, Constantinople was named not after a church. It was named after Constantine. Anyways. Oh, yes. And Sophia was named after Hagia Sophia. Yes, Rick. So wise. So wise. Making that connection. Anyways, my son, whatever. I hadn't connected, actually. I thought Sophia, but I hadn't connected with Hagia Sophia. So, anyway, or Sancta Sophia. Anyways, here we go. Word origins. The word toxic. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've asked this before. I'll ask it again. The word toxic comes from the ancient Greek for this weapon. Oh, maybe not. Have I? Substantial revenue. You've got Sophia as well. My son just did a project on Constantinople, so he would know Hagia Sophia. I lived in Turkey. I know Hagia Sophia. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out the Sofia in Bulgaria was named after that. No, I don't think I have asked this based on these answers. It's not poison, mace, or battle axe. Toxic. Nopal, you're getting close. It's not quite a toxic. It's not quite a poison dart. There we go. I see. It's just for an arrow. I'm not sure why it toxic and poison arrow are somehow connected, I guess, in our minds, but it just meant arrow according to this. All right, I haven't given many generous points away, and it's already 10:38. I've just been grooving. Had good numbers and good play on Reddit and YouTube. We got 11 An upvote on either Reddit or YouTube would always be helpful. And yes, again, if you're on Reddit, you want to win money. You want a little less lag, like the question and answers are a lot tighter, and drops. I don't hardly ever drop on YouTube, but if you ever get a drop of the game before I'm done on Reddit, just jump over to YouTube. I usually don't start the stream up again. So anyways, go to YouTube, look up Generous Trivia. That'd be awesome. All right. Here we go. The second generous point of the night. All right. The 13 colonies. Pride. Oh, pick up the pen, Mike. Pride in the document under which this future state was governed from 1639 to 1662 led to its official state nickname. What would that be? The 13 colonies. Pride in the document under which this future state was governed from 1639 to 1662 led to its official state nickname. Only guess once, as this is a generous point question. No second guesses. Nobody has gotten it right thus far. So nobody knows the state mottos, I guess. There we go. Denjoga thought it through and gets it right. What is Connecticut? What is the state motto for Connecticut? That an awesome Bill of Rights, Connecticut? Denjoga, do you know, or was that just a guess? Did you surmise the Constitution state? Ah, there we go. Famous speeches. Famous speeches. EMT bro gets it as well. Famous speeches. The 19th century speech in this 19 Okay, famous speeches. This 19th century speech included the line, "The world will little note nor long remember what we say here." Ooh, it's a bit chilling. Have I asked this before, Sean? Sean gets it right. The Gettysburg Address. I feel like I might have asked that before, but not to diminish Sean or Chippers. Running funk. Do we want to know? Well, whatever you could be suggesting, most of that I finished binge watching 8 seasons. Who's the boss? My wife was just getting into that running funk. I thought that was a bit weird. Oh no, she just watched the finale or something like that. Anyways. All righty. What question are we on? Power people. The Gettysburg Address. All right. People. Under current succession laws, this former university head is the last woman in line for the U.S. presidency. Really? Power people. Under current succession laws, this is back in 1998. I don't know if it's changed. Under current succession laws, this former university head is the last woman in line for the U.S. This is 1998. And why? Why was she given such a role? This was asked in 1998. I wonder why. I'd love to know the answer for that. It's not Madeleine Albright. And EMT. I'm not sure if it was, but it's Denjoga, not Danjoga. Who is RG? No, it's not that. Not Janet Reno. No, it's every old politician we can think of. Her initials are DS. Does that help anybody? DS. Monica? No. Anybody? Donica? DS? Did DS help anybody? Donica. I think I just gave part of the name. Donna Summers. It is Donna Shalala. Donna Shalala, former chancellor of the University of Wisconsin. There you have it. Royalty. Queen Elizabeth II's father. He became this king when his brother abdicated the throne. Diane Sawyer. Royalty. Queen Elizabeth II's father. He became this king when his brother abdicated the throne. We need a number, a correct number. It's neither the 5th, the 2nd. It's neither the 5th nor the 2nd. We need a number. Can't just give me his first name or the first. There we go. No, Paul gets it as well as Kathleen, who is 6th. What was his? Edward, right? Edward the something. It was George the 6th. All right. World geography. Wow, that's a repeat from today. Really? Anyways, that was the mountain question. 20th century history. Villages like Zalsayi, Copaci, and Lubyanka remain abandoned 3 decades after this event. This is in 2017. Did we have this question before? I feel like it may have been. 20th century villages like Zalesi, Copaci, and Lubyanka remained abandoned 3 decades after this event. I feel like this is a repeat, yes. Hello, Alioth. It was Chernobyl. Sorry. International cinema. Getting its nickname from a capital, Dollywood, DH, Dollywood is the name for the film industry in this Asian country. Yes, Keg and Substantial. It was Chernobyl. Oh, Substantial and EMT also got Edward the Singh. No, it's not India, guys. That would be, that would be Bollywood. Somebody's going to look at this one day and go, Mike, you used to say things. DH. Wow. I bet you my son would know the answer to this, but I won't ask. International cinema. Getting its nickname from a capital, DH, Dollywood, is the name for the film industry in this Asian country. Come on, Risa, are you still around? No, maybe she's not. DH, Dollywood. DHA, Dollywood. Wow. There we go. I knew Risa would come up with it. What is Bangladesh? Dhaka. Dhaka, Bangladesh, Dollywood. I did not know lots of movies came out of Bangladesh, but apparently they did. There's more movies in Bollywood than there are in Hollywood. I knew that. Kazakhstan. No. There we go. Substantial gets it as well. Alrighty. Famous speeches. This is literally the same question from like 5 questions ago. Wow. Out of 7,000, this randomizer is, I mean, obviously, statistically, give us the Indian accent. No, Sean, I don't want people to come back and look at these streams and go, Mike was a racist. I'm not a racist. I love all people, no matter where they're from. That's why I love to travel. I love meeting people of all races, ethnicities, countries. There's only a few places I fear going, but it's more about the political climate than it is the people there, right? Like North Korea, I'd be a little nervous going into North Korea. Just saying. Not that I won't, but I'm a little worried. Anyways, but yes, I did grow up doing that accent quite a bit. It's King Julian, by the way. Movie directors. Along with his writing partner, this director is the only person to win screenwriting Oscars for both a film and its sequel. Yeah, you can, Jessica. It's a big challenge. You're basically escorted everywhere. You're not free to move in North Korea without your escort. So it's usually small tour groups, and yeah, there's the Pyongyang marathon. Anyways, they do have options, but it's yeah, you don't want to do the wrong thing when you're there too. Even what you can take pictures of and such is quite regulated. Check it out on YouTube. There's a few people who have done it. I see gets it with who is Francis Ford Coppola. All right, I've only given out 2, and it's already 10:50. Pen in hand. I've been twiddling this around. What is up with? I have a Chinese employee who we sponsor his work. He's from Canada. Well, we have lots of ethnicities working up here, so that's what happens. And don't think I've asked this question. Let me know. No, if I have or haven't, I'm going to give away something. Substantial got that. I got to ask this question. It's for a generous point. Got pen in hand, and I don't think I've asked it. The 2 state capitals, so you have to have 2 answers together, not in 2 lines, located on the Mississippi River. No, I haven't asked this before. I just get worried. Not that I'm going to become famous online, but man, all these people, they go back and somebody watches or reads every Twitter post and Facebook thing, and something comes up invariably. Mike, back on February 7th, 2022, said Bollywood in an Indian accent. It was despicable. This is for a generous point. I'm going on here. There we go. Rick gets it. Yes, Rick. Rick gets the generous point. It was St. Paul, Minnesota, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Oh, no. Oh, Rick didn't get it. Oh, Rick, you get the point anyways. And I'm going to do another generous point. I just gave the answer away. And Paul didn't. Oh, John, did you? Oh. Yeah, but you had St. Louis. And it was Baton Rouge. Anyways, I'm just going to give Rick the point because I said I gave him the point and I screwed up. So I'm going to give another generous point. Here we go. Ballet Characters. In a famous 1892 ballet Characters, She rules over the kingdom of sweets. It was St. Paul and Baton Rouge. And he had St. Louis and Baton Rouge, and I just screwed it up. Yes, Jessica gets the point as this one. All right. So Rick got a bonus one because I don't take away points. I don't want any more rage quits by any families. So Jessica gets it first with substantial. You had St. Paul and Baton Rouge. Jessica had, yes, the Sugar Plum Fairy. Is that in Nutcracker? I'm assuming so. John, Denjoga, Rick, and Jessica having it. Yes, I've learned. No more taking away points, and quite honestly, just give it to people instead of arguing. There's no sense in trying to be fair. All righty. A few more minutes here. Wow, this has gone quick tonight. It's been a good night. Decent crowd on Reddit, 17 upvotes. Decent crowd on YouTube, 8 upvotes. Very little lag tonight, too. You won the last one, Sugar Plum Fairy? What do you mean? Are you saying no? You didn't. Don't be yanking chain there, Denjoga. With Denjoga, only true. Yeah, Denjoga is just yanking my chain. All right, Substantia got it as well. Yes, Denjoga is just taking my generosity and making a mockery of it. All righty, here we go. Let's keep going here. Famous last. Famous last. It's where Sergei Zalyotin switched off the lights on June 15th, 2000. Denjoga. He's yanking our chain. If Denjoga quits, rage quits through a joke, then I might just rage quit. That's what might happen. Famous last. It's where Sergei Zalyotin switched off the lights on June 15th, 2000. Yes, Risa, I think you might be right. Yes, the Mir Space Station. That's a good one. My 2K bunker. A little late there, eh, Sean? Yeah, 2031, they're going to be doing the same thing with the ISS. Crashing it into the ocean. Somebody's just going to flick off the lights. They're going to leave, and that will be it. Crazy. Books and authors. Among his books are About Zionism and the Evolution of Physics. I feel like I've asked that before. Yes, I have. All right, a couple more questions, then we're going to... Wait, did Joe really storm off? If he does, might be the end of me. Yeah, it's Einstein. I did ask that one before. All right. Shakespearean Heroines. The name of this heroine, known for her filial devotion. Oh, philia devotion. The name of this heroine, known for her philia devotion, is probably derived from the Latin for heart. Did that make sense? All righty, Denjoga. That's good to know. Yes. You're close there, Alioth. Filial. Who's Cardi B? No. It's pronounced. There we go. Risa gets it with who is Cordelia. Two more. Did I say two more? This one, the next one, generous point, then we're done. Artist. She's been wearing a rebozo in her 1937 self-portrait dedicated to Leon Trotsky. Artist. She's seen wearing a rebozo in her 1937 self-portrait dedicated to Leon Trotsky. Yes, Rick. Shooting the asteroid pair. What is it? What do you mean by shooting the asteroid pair? Yes, Rick, Denjoga, everybody getting Kahlo. I'm at Running Fun. Can you clarify that? What do you mean shooting the asteroid pair? Like trying to capture two? I'm not sure exactly the project. That's what I'm asking. I'm somewhat versed in space science, but not completely. Anyways, you'll answer after. Okay. Here we go. This is it, guys. We are doing the final generous point for the night. Reddit. If you enjoy travel at all, go to Generous Travelers on YouTube and sign up. That'd be awesome. Same with you, YouTube. If you haven't done that, it's playing asteroids. And apart from that, I'll have a new 3-minute trivia coming out hopefully in the next day or two. And yeah, I'm going to be launching hopefully this week, next week at the latest, my first Generous Travelers video. If YouTube, you haven't done that, go to Generous Travelers, subscribe. That would be awesome. There's a few new ones, but not too many. Most people have seen it. So, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Up to 45, 46 subscribers. That's awesome. Famous Europeans. After moving to Argentina in 1949, this industrialist was named a righteous Gentile by Yad Yashem, or Yashem, probably Yashem. Famous Europeans. After moving to Argentina in 1949, this industrialist was given a righteous Gentile, named a righteous Gentile by Yad Vashem. Yeah, I was thinking something like that. And Alioth gets it right. True Confessions. I just watched Schindler's List for the first time within the last year. I just never saw it. Anyways, it was a good movie. If you have a lot of time and want to be sad. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's called DART. Okay. Now I can look it up. And he's a lead engineer working for NASA, Running Funk. Reddit. That's all we got. Go to YouTube and look up Generous Travelers if you like travel, or even Generous Trivia if you like trivia, and subscribe there. And come back tomorrow, 10 p.m. every night, 9:30 Monday to Friday, only on Reddit do I do a travel show, except when I forget because there's hockey on. Alrighty, have a good night. We will see you. Yes, Substantial, you got some there. See you on tomorrow. Now you're storming off. Alrighty. I will look it up, Running Funk. See what DART is. And yeah, have a good night, guys. John, Denjoga, Rick, Jessica, and Alioth. 5 different winners tonight. So everybody go storming off, but come back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. And okay. There we go. I know what that's all about, Running Funk. Alrighty, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye now. Good day, wherever you are. See ya.